Peterborough was your home for a while. I mean, you know the UK very well.
You know what's funny, Peterborough? Because we kind of we bounced around. I think that's close to Stilton, right? Is on the A1 highway.
Right.
Alcabury, England. Alcabury was the base, and we ended up living there. But we lived 3 places. I believe it's Peterborough, Stilton, which is a little village, which was really cool. Because there was a scarecrow, and it's just like, England looks like a Tim Burton film to me. Which is not a bad thing. Like, as an American kid, and you go there, and it's just like, you get off the plane, it smells like coal, to me. Or something, you know, and I just loved it.
Have you been watching too much Mary Poppins?
Yeah, I loved it, man. It was like, wow, this place is so cool. And that was right when American football started to kind of come in England. So all the kids were like, they were teaching us soccer or football, and we were teaching them American football. So it was like, it was a great thing, you know. But you know, a lot of the British moms didn't like us because we taught their kids how to fill their water balloons and their squirt guns with a couple things. Bleach is one of them. So we would get in so much trouble. I get called, is it a wanker?
Yeah.
I get called that a lot.
What you want to see my website? It's full of it.
Yeah. So like, you're not allowed to hang out with that little wanker. Because they come home with like, you know, bleach all over them. So, yeah.
That is a pretty vile thing to do, spray bleach over something.
Yeah, but they thought we were cool. And yeah, it's just... it was a lot of fun. I really, every time I meet somebody from England, I ask where they're from because I hope I run into somebody I knew as a kid, you know. And
60 million people. It's unlikely. It's when people ask me, did I know Princess Diana? I mean, you know.
It's so weird because I mean, doing this, I met so many people, but nobody from England. You know?
Listen, I love this show, and it's so technically brilliant, and watching you is a show in itself. Then you have your dancers behind you, behind them are the band. It's beautifully staged. I wonder at what point you realised you could do it. I mean, was it a visual thing, was it a vocal thing, or was it a physical thing?
Actually, it was a I don't want to go to college thing. I just, and you should go to college. It's a good idea. I was just talking about my daughter should, but I was determined and weird enough. Like, I didn't want friends. I did want friends, but I did this to get friends. I knew that if I could do...
Do you mean laid or friends?
Like friends.
But, I mean, you did this to get laid or you did this to get friends?
I've actually never, but once, used this for that, ever. And she's at my house right now.
Wow.
I met her just last night. And this is the thing about that. No. She's, I'm pretty, I keep to myself. I meet a lot of people in this town, and the one thing that, you know, you gotta be careful here with women, because I know of sick people, so I'm real, and plus I'm kind of shy. I could never be like, hey, check this out. You know, I've been really, and I got daughters, so I've been pretty good.
Does it change your perspective when you go from be the guy that looks for girls to the guy that has 3 girls, and then you suddenly think, hang on, there's going to be another guy looking at my 3 girls eventually?
Yeah, that's exactly so. Like I said, I mean, you know, I my first wife, I was with at 18 and had a baby with her girl, a little girl. So, I mean, she's 12. So for 12 years, I'm just like, you know, if I'm walking a girl to her car, it's to make sure she gets to her car, and that's it. Because I do believe in karma, and I have a little bit of a temper, and I don't want to have to deal with that because of me. You know what I mean? It'll make me even more mad if, you know, he starts throwing all these douchebags in my daughter's path. So
you do know one of them is going to arrive and knock on your door sooner or later.
Yeah, actually.
And it's not that far away, is it?
Yeah, well, the one, which is kind of wrong because he was like 12. But he came over, he's like, yeah, you know, like he's like kind of just like, yeah, I like her. I was like, okay, let's go play football, dude. And I had him running little button hooks where you run out and you turn right around and the ball comes. Man, I bruised that kid's soul. I was hitting him as hard as I could. I mean, I was stepping into whack, and he just hit the ground, get back up. He was a fighter.
Michael, come on.
I know, that's so
karma.
So but you know what? I guess, I mean, he was like William Wallace or something. He just kept coming back for more. So if that kid comes back, his name's Parker. If he came back, I'd know that, you know, at least he really liked her.
Right.
Because
he'd passed the dad test.
Yeah, he did. The only one.
And when you catch yourself in the mirror, is it a bit strange? Because there's something a bit odd. Because, I mean, you do look like him. I mean, if anybody walked past you in this casino, if 1,000 people walk past you, 1,000 people will know this is Michael Jackson. Yeah. When you take all the gear off, you look nothing like him.
Yeah, I guess I get this chin still. I think people, I don't know if it's how I walk, but people wonder who I am. It's just the way by the way, I drive a Jaguar too, so you know I'm really into that whole British thing. It's right out back, actually. I think the combination of that, I'm into testing the police. I race them sometime. I don't know.
You're a rebel, aren't you, really?
Sometimes, but I tell you, I got two personalities. I don't know. I love Michael Jackson, but then there's the dark side. I love Liam Gallagher. I don't know why, man. They're always like, why? He's such an idiot. It's like, look, he just stands there like this.
Well, it's his nonchalance, isn't it? It's the fact that he's unaffected and doesn't care.
I've never seen nobody that cool. Actually, if I walked out of here later, you would definitely see that's how my hair's cut. So I walk around. So, I mean, having that whole punk rock kind of attitude, I guess, and always wearing Guns N' Roses t-shirts, stuff like that. But, I mean, but it's not like with this. I won't go out there like this at all. I don't. Ever.
So does this come off now, or does it come off when you get home?
As soon as I go downstairs. Yeah. Because it's not. I mean, tonight would be a little different because I get right in my car and drive home. But I did that a couple weeks ago and I got pulled by a policeman. And he walks up and he's just like, he just had the face like, and I was like, dude, I haven't been drinking. And these curls made it look like I was drunk. Because I would do like that because the curl, And he believed me because I wasn't. And, it was funny.
Do you have to do the go and look at the poster at the Rio, I'm the guy?
I hate that poster. I don't look at myself at all, man. I don't like the way with my own.
How do you explain to it? I mean, how did you tell him?
I was like this. So he goes, so are you at the Rio? I was like, yeah. And he was like, where are you going? I said, going to get sushi. And he said, okay, I'll be right back. He goes back, runs my plates. He goes, so do you know you were speeding? I was like, yeah, I'm sorry, I had to cut. I just realized that I was heading home, and then my fiance just called, and I cut across a bunch of traffic because I was right at Lake Mead Boulevard. Like, I needed to get over because, going and doing the right legal thing was wrong. So I had cut. And he said, so hold on a second. I thought you were going to get sushi, so now you're going home? I was like, yeah. And he goes, let me see, where's home? I said, out on Daisy Pedal. He's like, well, your license says Shimmering Avenue. And I was like, I got two homes. Because now I'm going to lie.
And now he doesn't believe you. Now he knows.
Yeah, now I haven't changed my license. And now he's like, I wonder if this guy's really at the Rio, And or if he just robbed a bank, dressed up like Michael Jackson. Put the money in the bag. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's not fooling anyone, is it? Listen, I could talk to you all day. You're fascinating. And to see you on stage come on as that, and then to see you sat here slightly creepy, looking like a man who's dead is very strange. But the audience reaction is phenomenal. And of course, we still have a great fondness for him, and that will never go away. Despite as much bile is going to be thrown at the man, there can't be anything else, can there? I mean, it's as worse as it's going to get, so now we can remember him for the music.
8 hours talking to him, and all he talked about it's like the only good memories he had was he talked about his kids, and then he talked about being a kid. And it's because from about 16 on, they started saying, oh, he's got pimples, his nose is big, oh, he changed this, he changed that, and I just... that's why I like Liam Gallagher.
You see, we created him and we destroyed him, whereas Liam just doesn't care. I mean, he doesn't change. He won't be affected by the media. He's completely unaffected by show business. And there's something to be said for it. In hindsight, when you look at what happened to Mike and you look where Liam is now. Well, and
I swear, if I ever play England and I play big, hopefully 12,000 at least people, because we can do that, if we do it right. I've done it before. I played for 28,000 one night. People, that was kind of cool. Wow. But if I ever get, kind of northern England, I promise you I'll be singing Live Forever like this. Because that'd just be cool. Nobody's ever done that.
You got to do it. You got to do it. Because there's a touch of the Russell Brands about it as well, isn't there?
I love Russell Brand. Actually, man, when I leave here, right, I like walk around like this, and people are like, man. I love Russell Brand too, man. That get him to the Greek. That's my life.
Do that accent for the next policeman who pulls you over.
Look, man, I was trying to get home. Jackie's over there waiting for me.
It's a funny old world, isn't it? Yeah,
I got problems. I'm sorry, everybody.
Hey, listen, lovely to see you here at the Rio. And if you like Michael Jackson, you can't fail to love this show. Just one note about your voice. I thought Billie Jean, you stole the show with that tonight, because it's the really big song where we get to hear you sing, opposed to hear the band perform and you dance. Yeah. You've got a good set of pipes on you, and you know how to do it.
It's funny because every night, and I did from June 2nd to December 10th, I did like 175 shows. That's why I lost this a couple weeks ago, which I'll never do again. I got to be careful. But Billie Jean is the hardest song to do because of that. And to save it last is kind of ballsy, because once you get through the song, which takes a lot of control to try to sound smooth, once you get through all that, then you have that dance break. So I'd start running out, and there's been many nights that when I get that, don't want to come, don't want to come, I'll be actually blacking out, don't want to come, and I won't see nothing. Billie Jean is not my love, and I'll just run off stage and get some water real quick. I mean, it's pretty, I'm getting old, man.
Well, I mean, and this is a physical show. As old as you are, as young as you are, I mean, you've got to be in physical shape to do
You
it.
have to be, like tonight, I'll go home, I'll take my little glucosamine for my knees, I jump in the bath like a little old man, and I try to wind down, which takes till 4. I won't go out there because there's smoke. I don't party. I don't have time. This is my party every day.
Right.
I get to party every night with people.
Exactly. And I admire you for that, because I think if you get carried away in this town, you won't survive, because it'll eat you alive.
Like Get Him to the Greek, Russell Brand. That was me 3 years ago. I almost got banned out of Fresno Airport because I was on the bar going, "This is a thing, man." Like Arthur, So.
I think you'd be a great dinner date to have cocktail stories with. I think you've lived a life, and you can tell when you see this show, you've clearly dedicated your life to making this as good as it can be. Congratulations on talking to me today and putting on such a fine show. Michael Firestone is MJ Live here at Rio. Really nice to meet you.
You too, man. Thank you so much.